sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, this party has like 5 different kinds of nachos.
Whoa, that's off the hook crazy.
5 different nachos.
5 different nachos.
5 different nachos.
5 different nachos.
Last train to Awesome Town. Come on, everybody, won't you party with me now? Last train to Awesome Town. Come on, won't you party with me? Last train to Awesome Town. The roof is on fire, gonna burn it to the ground. Yeah. Last train to Awesome Town. Come on, won't you party with me? Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. 5 different nachos.
All right, you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio, and I am Caleb. With me, I have Rachel.
Hi there.
And we have a guest today, and it is another Caleb.
How's it going?
Because that won't get confusing at all. Not in the least bit. In today's show, we have a little bit of Pokemon news, as well as amusement park rides right here in the studio. Somehow, I carried them in here. We have riddles, wizards, and some mutual agreements, I guess you can say. That is all right here on the Nerd Edification Hour. All right, so a little brief topic here, because it is kind of short. Pokemon remakes of Generation 3, woohoo! Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby have been confirmed.
Wait. Did you just call it Sadfire?
What?
Sadfire?
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Sapphire?
Sapphire.
Saphiri?
Sapphire.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that it's not sad.
Again, I don't know how to has words. How to has English. I'm not very good. But anyways, Sapphire. There, is it better? Hello?
Yeah?
Okay, good.
We're still here.
Yeah,
Last
I know.
time I checked.
All right. Also, there is a Pokemon movie coming out sometime. We don't know yet. It has not been confirmed. It is Diancie and the Cocoon of Destruction. And that's actually a little sad for me on one hand. I play Pokemon. I'll admit it. I'm a big boy. I'll admit it. But I didn't expect the movie to go that way. Like, even I don't really watch the anime anymore because it's kind of boring.
Let's be honest. It never. You go back and watch it. It doesn't really hold up to the nostalgia factor.
Unless you missed like almost all of the episodes because you weren't home the time it was on, like me.
You could just get the VHS tapes.
It's on Netflix. All of it's on Netflix almost. But like, I'm sitting here and this is really kind of funny. Like, you can pre-order Sapphire and Ruby right now. I already did it myself.
Really?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
But they don't know the price yet, so it's like $9,999.99.
Is that just like the placeholder price?
I guess so. Like, it went from like $100 to that. And I'm sitting here going, I don't know what price this thing is. So I'm just like, wait a minute, what's it with tax? And it's like, because, you don't want to underpay. It's like 10,000 something. And I'm like, that can't be the real price.
It's a little steep for my taste.
That can't be the real price. That doesn't make sense. So I laughed for about 1,000,000 years on that. But they've already released one teaser video of the engine they're going to be using. So these remakes are going to resemble X and Y in the sense that it's all 3D modeling.
Mm-hmm.
And fingers crossed, hopefully they'll have more actual Pokemon sounds other than just Pikachu.
That was really strange when I first heard it in X and Y. I'm like, what? No, he didn't.
I thought it was cool, but he was the only Pokemon that did it. The rest of it had the kind of the 8-bit sound.
Yeah, I think they probably should update the older sounds because as it's gone through the generations, they really haven't. They've only made the new Pokemon sound good. They've kept the same audio files for the originals, so Zubat still makes that 8-bit sound, while the new ones sound real.
Sound
so
a little bit better, yeah.
They need to update that.
I mean, they have all the sound files from all the Pokemon shows, so they could just easily pull them from there. They don't really have to do any work other than copy, paste, insert, and remaster.
It would definitely be interesting. I mean, I'm a big Gen 3 fan. I know a lot of people who don't really like Gen 3, but a lot of people are actually excited because I don't know. It's very.
Gen
I get
3
it.
was my second favorite generation. Gen 2 being the first, but I really thoroughly enjoyed the Sapphire and Ruby versions.
Also, one thing everybody's looking forward to, they're seeing the new Mega Evolutions for the Generation 3.
If they have Mega Evolutions.
They better. They just introduced it as this big new mechanic. I hope so.
Who knows? But, I mean, if they are remaking Sapphire and Ruby, which they are, we might see... I mean, that was a little redundant, but oh well. It's summer. I don't care. They're probably going to remake Emerald as well.
That would be nice.
I mean, they kind of have to. I mean, you have Kyogre, Groudon. Next thing you're going to need is Rayquaza.
I think Rayquaza will still be in the game, but yeah, I mean, moving on into the new movie, they make Yveltal evil, which I don't necessarily agree with.
Wait. So they're making the Rainbow Deer evil?
No, it's the good guy, but that's not really how it's supposed to work. See?
Okay, but Yveltal is the Rainbow Deer, right? Am I not remembering correctly?
That's Xerneas. Xerneas is the Rainbow Deer.
I don't even know. There's too many. There are way too many.
There are too many.
They're not making the Rainbow Deer evil. Okay, I feel a little better now.
Well, I say that Yveltal's not really evil. He's just misunderstood because he comes and eats everyone's soul.
That doesn't sound evil at all.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of has to, because if Xerneas just runs around giving life to everything, it's going to overpopulate the planet and everybody will eat everything and die anyways. So, I mean, they're just two sides of the coin, but they're like, oh no, Yveltal's evil, and here comes the little Diancie, little pink crystal fairy rock thing, whatever, I don't even know, and comes in to save the day for some reason.
I just don't...
Plot. To add
plot device. I mean...
It's
I don't even like half these names that they're using now. They just seem bad.
Well...
I mean, once you hit the 700 something mark, you've got.
Can we talk about Bidoof? Can we talk about Bidoof?
Maybe another.
It's like
maybe another time though.
A beaver. I don't even know.
Beaver.
It's a beaver. It's literally a beaver, but they call it Bidoof.
It's a thing. I just don't even know.
Yeah, so the names are just getting out of hand. Like Diancie.
Garbodor has got to be the. I really enjoyed what was it, Gen 5. I was like, this is a really good game up until I got to, the region right before the 8th gym leader, and there's this Pokemon that's literally a giant pile of garbage.
Trubbish.
Trubbish and Garbodor was the end of the line for me.
Yeah, we can just say it's.
I set the game down and said, nope, not today.
It's getting to a point, but moving on. You are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour, and the song we will play is "The Last Night" by Skillet. Next up, some Batman fans may want to listen, so stick around, and Caleb will probably help us out with that one. So
yeah,
be right back.
You come to me with scars on your wrist. You tell me this will be the last night feeling like this.
I just came to say goodbye. Didn't want you to see me cry. I'm fine.
But I know it's alright. This is the last night you'll spend alone. Look me in the eyes so I know you know I'm everywhere you want me to be. The last night you'll spend alone. I'll wrap you in my arms and I won't let go. I'm everything you need me to be. This is the last night you'll spend alone. Look me in the eye so I know you know I'm everywhere you want me to be. The last night you'll spend alone. I'll wrap you in my arms and I won't let go. I'm everything you need me to be. I won't let you say goodbye, and I'll be your reason why. The last night away from me, away from me.
And we're back. You are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I'm Rachel, and I have with me Caleb and Caleb.
Woohoo!
Two
How's it going?
Calebs.
No, never mind. I was gonna make a joke. Doesn't work. Never mind. Move on.
Were you going to say Calebception? Because that doesn't work.
No, I was gonna say 2 for the price of 1, but that doesn't work
No,
either.
that doesn't
so
work
We'll just stick with the tagline twice the awesome and move on.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
sure,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Fine,
Yeah,
either way.
There we go. All right. So there's been this teaser trailer for a new show following young Bruce Wayne in the city of Gotham. This is going to be a new TV series that is going to be on Fox. It's literally titled Gotham. It has some familiar characters like a younger Jim Gordon, the Riddler. Let me just say that again. The Riddler.
The Riddler.
That's what I'm most excited about. Renee Montoya and Crispin Allen, or Crispus Allen?
yeah, Crispus Allen.
Crispus Allen. Okay.
Kind of sounds like Christmas, but it's not.
But it's not. Oh, well then. So the show is going to be airing on Monday nights on Fox at 8 p.m., just before Sleepy Hollow, which is also an awesome show. Very good. Fox has some great shows right now, and this is just adding to the fact. The drama show was picked up for a series just last week, and creator-showrunner Bruno Heller from The Mentalist is already promising like a fantastic-looking series.
It's fantastic.
Even saying that it's going to surpass the visuals of the Batman films. And that's like large shoes to fill, because the Batman films were visually
Chris
stunning.
Nolan did a very good job.
Yeah.
I'm Batman. No?
No.
Okay, fine. That's like the only thing I remember from those movies. I don't really watch them.
Where's Rachel? She's right next to me.
He's right next to me. But yeah, I mean, Caleb, how is this
What's up?
going to... Other Caleb.
Okay.
The one who works at the comic book store.
Right.
Yeah. How is this going to, compare to the comics? Did we have any insight into his childhood? Or?
I don't. Oh, we did. There's been numerous iterations of his origin story. There's the scene where it shows him standing over his parents' bodies in Crime Alley. Looks just like the cover for Batman Year One. So they haven't said exactly what storylines they're going to draw heavily from. They don't have to. He's probably going to take us in a completely different direction and draw from, but it's not going to be entirely based off of entire storylines.
Yeah, from what I saw, those 2 characters who may not be known, they're from like the comic book.
What
the
2
comic
characters?
book aspect, the one that sounds like Christmas. Hold on.
Crispus
Renee
Allen?
Montoya and Crispus Allen. They were actually like in the comic book, but not like any of the movies.
I don't recognize those names.
So
at
maybe,
all.
yeah.
Are you sure they're not actors' names?
That's what I
No.
thought. That's
yeah,
what I thought it was.
because
No,
Renee Montoya makes me think of Indigo Montoya. You killed my father, now you must die.
You killed my father.
Yeah,
No,
so pretty much.
No, they're actually characters in the comic book.
Oh, okay.
They might be new. Those names are not familiar to me at all.
I mean-
no, we know that the Riddler, Penguin, and Poison Ivy are all going to be in at least season 1 because they were all in the trailer.
Okay, cool.
And the show's creators have confirmed that the Joker will eventually make an appearance.
Great.
So I'm
Now, the
secretly
real-
hoping that at the end of season 1 they'll just have Red Hood, and then eventually, lead into a Joker origin story. I think that would be cool.
Ooh, that would be awesome. Now, I mean, we can only hope that they just don't totally screw over the universe.
I don't think they will. I really don't. They look like they're going to do a really good
If
job.
they do, it could be like an alternate universe timeline thing, whatever. We'll just put it on the side.
Yeah, well, they're
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the films and TV shows are all their own cinematic universe anyway. They're just drawing from the source material.
Right,
They don't
right.
have to be the same.
All right.
It's,
cool.
yeah, it's kind of funny how some people they're all like, oh, you've ruined my entire franchise because this one Star Wars thing, and it's no, it's completely set off,
Completely separate. It's like an alternate universe or a separate whatever. But I'm excited for the Riddler, especially because I know years ago when they were making the Batman films, they teased that the Riddler might have made an appearance in one of them, and everyone was like, "Get Johnny Depp to do it." Which would
what
be
is he
kind
not
of
doing?
interesting.
I enjoyed Jim Carrey as
did
bad
too.
as the Joel Schumacher years were
Jim Carrey.
for Batman movies. They weren't astounding cinematically, and they butchered a lot of the characters, but I think they made for decent comic booky movies.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So if you liked comic books, you'd watch those.
They're very much popcorn movies, not to be taken seriously.
Oh yeah, totally.
Nom-noms.
But Jim Carrey always does well, unless he's trying to do a horror movie. Then he's gonna have a bad time. But I'm kind of excited to see who they get to play these supervillains, as it were. Like,
We'll just have to see in time, I guess, if the show's successful.
Well, I mean, Fox is known for kind of pulling actors from nothing. Like the Sleepy Hollow guy. I've never seen him in my entire life, and he's amazing. So maybe they'll do the same with this show. Who
Fox
knows?
is also known for ending good shows ahead of their time.
Firefly
You know it.
and Almost Human.
Yeah. I never really watched it. I
It
saw
was
one
cool.
episode.
It was like Android Cops.
Yeah, my
It
dad
was
and my
nice.
brother liked it. I can't watch anything, even Lord of the Rings, with oh good gosh, the guy who played the Doctor on Star Trek. I can't see him as anything but that role. So seeing him as, one of the Rohirrim in Lord of the Rings, or seeing him as the cop in Almost Human, it's always weird because I just can't get the picture of him wearing a red shirt out of my head.
I'm now connecting all these dots, and oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see where you're coming from. Yeah.
Good. We could connect the dots like the little kiddie menus at the restaurants.
I don't even oh wow, I'm going to have to think about this association now. Dang.
Well, you can think of it during the break. So we're going to take a little small break. You were listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. Yes, indeed. The next song will be In the End by Black Veil Brides. We'll be right back.
As my soul's laid to rest, what is left of my body? Or am I just a shell? I have fought, and with flesh and blood I commanded an army. Through it all, I have given my heart for a moment of glory. In the end, as you fade into the night, who will tell the story of your
You are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I'm Other Caleb, and I'm with Rachel and Caleb.
Hello.
This week on Nerd Vocab, the word is wizard.
You're a wizard, Caleb.
Oh, wait, which Caleb? I'm
Both of you
confused.
are.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I guess
sweet.
that kind of... I mean, I'm happy, but...
What-
You know, I have someone to share the experience with, so that's all that matters.
Sweet. I just want to shoot a fireball. Anyways, what is a wizard?
There are many types of wizards, like spelling wizards, math wizards, and then, you know, the stereotypical magic wizard. Wizard is usually thought to be someone who specializes in magic, but as mentioned before, there are many kinds.
Yep. And there's
Wizards are also very common in MMOs and RPGs.
They're also called magicians or mage,
Sorcerers,
or they put like an adjective in front of the mage, like white mage, black mage, red mage.
the gray.
Purple
you know.
mage? Can I be a
Yeah.
purple mage? I'm just kidding. That would be interesting. I wonder what kind of
Purple
magic they have.
poison.
Ooh, I do like poison
You want to be
tactics.
a poison one, a poison wizard?
Can it be helpful poison?
I don't know.
I
Can
guess it
poison be
depends.
helpful
I guess it
against
depends
your
on which-
enemies?
Against the ones I hate, they shall die. But yeah, it's interesting. You know, wizards, you know, they're in books. Like, you know, Harry Potter and
Lord of the Rings.
Lot of-
Lord of the Rings.
See,
Not
that
forget
was one thing
Gandalf.
that always bothered me about Lord of the Rings is magic is never explained. It
No,
exists
it
solely
just
as
happens.
a plot device.
It just happens.
It's just, they don't use it that often, like I notice.
No,
Like Gandalf doesn't really shoot fireballs. He just carries the stick and shoots a beam of light out of it every now and then. That's about it.
There's
Yeah.
such a thing as using and abusing it. Like maybe he doesn't want to abuse his power. I mean, we saw what happened to
see,
Saruman.
it's because he knows the plot, so he knows when
everything.
magic has to happen and
'cause
when magic
Gandalf
can't
is
happen for
omnipotent.
character development.
Gandalf is.
Maybe if they would have said something like, "Oh, using magic drains your life energy" or something like that. You know, I'd understand why it's not everywhere. Like you don't see fireballs.
Once again,
on the
I think
battlefield.
it's you know, you use it for good. If you use it for bad, you end up like Solomon and dead.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. All that stuff.
Ooh, talking my language.
Oh, snap!
Spidey quotes up in here.
There will be plenty of Spidey quotes all the time.
But yeah, you know, generally I find, at least this might be stereotypical, but if you're in like an MMO or something like that and you're going on a raid, who's usually the wizard? The girl.
Is it really?
They're
Yeah,
either-
usually females
Usually
do-
females will
yeah.
choose the mage class or the healer class.
That's
Because
interesting.
Unless you're me, I use brute force.
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause, you know, men are big and strong, and they wield the giant axes, and then ladies,
I mean,
they just
the only
pew,
MMO I've ever really played is
pew.
RuneScape, so I guess that's not a good
I was a hunter in
bar to
RuneScape.
judge by.
I was a hunter in RuneScape. So, I mean, but most of the gals that I would, you know, train with on there way back in the day, I'm talking like middle school, that was a long time ago, they would be like mages or something like that, and they'd have a really high magic, and I'd be trying to kill this thing with like my bow and arrow or my dagger, and then all of a sudden it just explodes in flames, and I'm just like,
You get combat
my
triangle,
arrows
Rachel.
explode. No, wait, that
Yeah.
was my friend. But yep, that's what a wizard is. You know, short, sweet, to the point, kind of. That's what a wizard is. So, you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. This is... Oh, hold on. And there is only a small amount of time for you to play with your friends.
we
Find out...
will explain more later.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a little bit after the break. Also, don't forget our social thingies like Facebook
Facebook.
and Twitter, which I'm no good at. So,
And our YouTube channel.
yes,
Technically,
Our-
Caleb's.
well,
Just call me C, but
I-
our stuff's on there.
I can make it. You know, I
You
don't
could.
know, I guess, if it's popular enough. Come on, guys. Come on. Like and subscribe.
Please like us.
Come on.
Please go watch and listen.
Like,
We
subscribe,
need
and
you.
comment, please. But anyways, yep. The next song is still live from the Portal franchise. We'll be listening to that, and we'll be right back.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of data, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, that chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look up there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're dying, I'll be still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
I think I'm still alive. You are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I am Caleb with Rachel and Caleb.
Yes.
There's two of me today. Not essentially two of me, but there are two of... Anyway, so Caleb, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Caleb?
Oh, I'm good, Caleb.
Name twins.
Yeah, we even have the same middle name. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
That is weird.
that... I guess, I don't know. It's very strange. We'll just leave it at that. So, remember how I teased that we have a limited time to play with our friends? Well, EA announced that it will be shutting down a lot of its online games soon. So, sometime like in June or something?
I think
I
it was
guess.
June 30th.
But
That's
some
what
of
it says on the paper.
That's what it says on
Good.
the paper.
That's what it says on the paper. Maybe if I read it. Some of the games include Battlefield 2 on the PC, the superior master race, Battlefield 1942, Battlefield 2142, all this, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. I put a lot of titles on here. I'm not going to read all those.
Neverwinter
I'm too
Nights
lazy.
too. Basically all of the old PC games, and I see. They're closing down the PlayStation 2 server as well for Battlefront 2.
Oh.
I mean, who played online on the PS2 anyway? It was kind of hard.
I played Ratchet. I played Deadlocked.
You played
online.
Deadlocked
Yeah.
online. I didn't even know how to hook up my PS2 to the.
Stick an Ethernet
That
cable on
was
the back of it.
back in the day.
I
you
was
had to,
I was not as internet savvy as I am now, as it was then.
If I knew then what I know now, I'd be different.
I wouldn't have had my little accident. Oh, I just quoted Beetlejuice right out of thin air. Oh, give me.
coincident.
Oh, I love that movie. Oh.
Oh,
But yeah,
goodness.
they're going to lose the online function on June 30th, apparently. So go play now.
Yep. So same thing as with the Wii. The Wii's online services are getting shut down as well.
The Wii Shop's already down. It's all gone.
So we see an end of an era coming.
Well, more like if you had any purchases on the Wii Shop specifically and you want to transfer them over to the Wii U, you literally have to call Nintendo. There's no transfer cable like you could do from the Xbox 360 to the newer model. There's nothing like that. You literally have to call them. They have to go into your account by looking up all this stuff, and then they have to manually transfer over the data to one thing to another.
That's a horrible
That
system.
sounds fun. Hello, thank you for
Well,
calling Nintendo.
I
How
mean-
can I help you?
Well, I mean, like,
So,
the Wii U, it's an older system that it runs on. Like, the Wii Shop was implemented prior to the Nintendo Network ID. Like, way before that. And you couldn't even
Okay.
attach your Wii to the Nintendo Network ID. So there's no way of saving
there was
it
no
to
way
any
of
sort
looking
cloud.
at what
It's,
you had already downloaded
yeah,
on
it's
your
just,
account.
it's registered onto your account for that Wii. So they have to be able to look it up. So, and that's what you're going to have to do if you want to transfer your stuff.
you have to call them and have a personal conversation with them after talking to a robot, and then
Or you just hit the 0 button and are automatically transferred to a person.
does that
more you
work
know.
for everything?
It works for pretty much every helpline. Yeah.
Cool. Maybe I'll just start doing that. Just
Yep.
pressing
It
0.
bypasses a lot of stuff, especially if you're impatient like me. Well, I mean, now you don't have to worry about that sort of stuff with the Nintendo Network ID and all that. It's all saved to that ID. So if you have the same ID over several accounts, you can download all your stuff again.
I remember when I first got my Wii U and I was trying to hook up the Nintendo ID stuff. I was like, "What in the world?"
It's the
is
same
this?
thing as like
But-
registering a Steam account or a PlayStation Network account.
Yeah, it works. That's good. Even though Nintendo's still kind of stuck in the 90s, but the whole internet thing, that's fine. It works. That's all that counts. Smiles.
You know, I still don't have a Wii U. How is it? Like
It has some
It
good stuff on it.
Is gorgeous.
I probably
say.
won't get one until they release a Zelda game for it, because that was the only reason I got a Wii.
You don't want Super Smash Brothers?
I
Mario
could do
Kart 8?
without. I'm honestly really worn out on Smash Bros.
You can
But Mario
you can
Kart-
go. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
It's a good console. There's a lot of fun games on it. Just the Mario games. The Nintendo Land alone, you could play for hours and you're just completely sated. It's great. But Mario Kart 8 is going to be a good seller for it and all that. There's this really cool game just entitled X that is going to be coming out eventually.
I want that so badly.
Did you ever play Xenoblade on the Wii U or on the Wii?
I did not.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a
It's-
mech RPG, big, huge world exploration.
And you
it's a very
swing
long
this
game.
giant lightsaber. And
Yeah,
it's
it's called the Monado.
oh, no.
Yeah, he says that like literally every 2 minutes in the game, like I just did the Monado.
Just in
Totally
case you
does.
didn't know what it was.
But if you like RPGs, Caleb, I'll loan it to you because I have it.
I might
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it,
it's
it
based.
looks cool because you're like jumping in and out of a mech.
Yeah.
Like free. Oh my god.
It's in the same universe. It doesn't say whether it's a direct sequel, but it's supposed to be in the same universe with a similar combat system and all that. So we'll see. There's going to be a lot of other stuff coming out for it too, like Bayonetta 2.
Smash Brothers.
I didn't think that the Bayonetta series was going to be all that great, but I just literally tried it this week, and it's actually really good. It's a rated M for mature game. Literally, her weapon is her hair. Her clothes are her hair. And when you get
hit, yeah, you can see where that's going.
Yeah. Oh, the hair goes away. So yeah. So, but it's
So it's like, I don't know if I want to get hit or not. Should I just get hit a little bit? I don't know.
it's a very sassy game, and the second game looks to be around the same lines. Like you can look up the trailer online, just type in Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like people keep saying that the Wii U sucks and stuff like that, which it doesn't. Just do what I do, get a PC and get a Wii U, and you're covered from, every angle pretty much. So that's about it. We're gonna take a little break, tiny little break here. You're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio, and up next, Rachel will tell you why she is super duper stoked to go to Orlando.
You have no idea.
And we're gonna play the song you requested as well.
Yeah, this song is awesome, guys. It's Stand By Me. Most of you guys will know this song. It's a classic song, but it's covered by Seal, and he's a lesser known singer. But it's a great song, so enjoy.
Hooray! Here we go.
Well, the night has come and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, 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 I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Wherever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand. Long as I know I got you right here by my side. Come on, just stand right here. Whenever you're in trouble.
And welcome back. You are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. It's me, Rachel, and I have with me two rude dudes, Caleb and Caleb. Not that
Yay.
rude means actually rude.
No,
I think it means
it-
rude
it-
isn't cool rude.
It's like British for cool, or no, I mean, I don't know, something
You
like
sure
that.
about that?
No.
Is it like you say something and you mean the opposite? Like
I think
like
so,
you're
yeah.
bad, Rachel.
Oh,
like you're not
no.
a bad person.
You're
you're
bad.
bad.
I'm bad. I guess. I think that's what it means. I guess so.
I guess so.
If it was opposite, it means nice. So you're two nice dudes.
Very
Oh
nice.
well, thank you.
It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Okay, so big, exciting news. As you guys probably already know, there is a Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter thing in Orlando, Florida at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. It is the Hogsmeade sort of thing. You can get your wand, and you could go to the Hog's Head or Three Broomsticks and get food. You can go to Zonko's joke shop and get joke stuff with Fred and
wizard
George.
jokes?
Yeah, wizard jokes.
and wizard food and,
And-
wizard
What's the name of the
rides.
candy store?
Wizard
Never
candy.
remember.
I don't know.
It'll come to me later. But you could get chocolate frogs there and fizzing Whizbees and all sorts of different stuff.
Chocolate wizard frogs.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
But they don't
Awesome.
come to life, though. But you do get a wizard card.
Oh,
And it has, the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey through Hogwarts and stuff, and all that's already there. But the expansion is opening this summer. And what's in the expansion, you might ask? Well, it's
Stuff.
Diagon Alley. So, pretty much, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, it's at Hogsmeade. You get on a real Hogwarts Express
Choo-choo.
train.
Like
from
that was used in the movie?
Yeah, pretty much they've
That's pretty
rebuilt
cool.
it. They've rebuilt it several times over. They have extra trains just in case something happens.
Mm-hmm.
And you get on this train and you go from one park to the other. And it's only, and it says here in this article I'm reading, Hogsmeade to Diagon Alley through the cobbled passageway, only accessible to wizards.
Wizards.
So what they're
So-
actually going to do is when you go from King's Cross Station, which would be the Hogsmeade station, I think, into the Diagon Alley station, or vice versa, you're actually going to pass through what looks like a wall, but it's not actually a wall. So I think they're going to have some cool, like, water stream effect that makes it look like a wall, and it's like a mist sort of projection. So that'll be kind of cool, and it'd be great for the kids.
I was about to say, they aren't going to, like, soak you or anything with the wall, are they? Because
I've
that
already
would be
got
quite funny. It's like, hey, here's a wall, pass through, and you come out the other side, and you're, like, just soaking
so
wet.
the ride itself, the Hogwarts Express ride, I don't know how long the time between each two parks is
It's
exactly.
not very far
It's
at
not
all.
very far. I think it's going to be like a couple minutes ride. And when you go each way, depending on which car you're in, you get to watch a little kind of movie sort of thing. You get to encounter Hagrid, Buckbeak, the twins on their brooms, all that kind of stuff. So you get to see what it would be like to travel in the train from going to Hogwarts, as it were.
Choo-choo. Again.
So, are
I mean-
they going to be moving Ollivanders from Hogsmeade to Diagon Alley?
I think they're going to have two Ollivander's shops.
That won't be
they'll probably just
confusing at all.
rename the one in Hogsmeade.
They're probably going to rename it, definitely, because Ollivander's is supposed to be in Diagon Alley, not in Hogsmeade. If, you're a Harry Potter junkie like me. But you're going to be able to go to Weasley's Wizard Wheezy's, which is the joke shop there. Quality Quidditch supplies, which means I think we're going to be able to purchase Quidditch robes in addition to the already
Ooh.
owned
Can you
Hogwarts
bring me back
robes.
one?
That's another
robes.
$100 they'll be getting from me.
Borgin and Burke's, which I'm kind of excited for since it has the dark artifacts, which I think it will probably end up being some sort of like couture kind of jewelry store with sorts of oldie-timey looking stuff in there because, they can't remake dark objects really very well.
No, Rachel would be too excited about that, being
Oh,
the
I-
Slytherin that she is.
Oh, yes, I am. And of course, you get to go into the Leaky Cauldron. It's literally going to be a pub with pub food and drinks, etc. And there's going to be some of the other shops as well. So apparently, park attendees must purchase a park-to-park ticket to travel between the two Harry Potter attractions.
Well,
So what you're going to have to do, they say it's like $136 for a one-day adult pass, which essentially what you should do is get a 3-day park hopper with the 4th day free, or a 2-day park hopper with the 3rd day free. I don't know if they've changed it for both Universal and Islands of Adventure. And if you have those, you should be able to go to both parks pretty easily. Simple.
Well, I think a one day would be fine because Islands of Adventure is only open till 4, and then the studios are open later than that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've got Islands of Adventure isn't that big, so you've got, till 2 o'clock to do that side, and then you've got the rest of the night to do.
Well, yeah, it just depends on what we're going to do, And so even more so, there's going to be the Escape from Gringotts ride, which has new recordings from the actors themselves being their characters again, which was really, really fun for that. So the Escape from Gringotts ride is a 4-minute attraction. Riders are going to enter Gringotts and see the goblins, all that kind of stuff. And apparently, the structure that towers, it's a huge structure. It's a 60-foot tall, fire-breathing Ukrainian iron belly dragon on top. So that's going to look cool.
Specifically Ukrainian.
Yes,
Well,
specifically.
okay.
You gotta be specific there. And
Just
has
fire-breathing
the
dragons.
goblins inside are animatronic, of course. We can't put real goblins in there. That would be breaking
That's some good jobs that could go to some well-deserved goblins.
Well, I mean, that would be breaking a statute of secrecy, and you get the Ministry of Magic on your butt. And I mean, what can you do?
You've got a fair point.
So inside of the ride, there's going to be 2 carts carrying 12 passengers each, and it sails underground on the tracks that twist and turn. The carts speed past customers' banks vaults, which are hidden and protected in stone. Riders will soon find themselves surrounded by Harry, Hermione, Bellatrix Lestrange, and Death Eaters who are engaged in an intense wizarding battle. After Harry and Hermione are caught stealing a Horcrux that belongs to Lord Voldemort. Oh no, he's gonna come and find me.
Lord
So
Voldemort.
they're gonna feel sensations of being launched, shaken, dropped, all sorts of different stuff. It's literally an inside roller coaster with some sort of 3D sort of things going on.
It'll be fun.
And there's no, yeah, and apparently there's no weight restrictions on this one, unlike Forbidden Journey, because
They're very confident.
yeah, well, Forbidden Journey has that tiny little box you're supposed to fit in, and if you're oversized, you can't really fit in it very well. But this one apparently is more open air, so you don't have the weight limit. But I'm really, really excited. People have always asked the question on when does it open. They say this summer. That's when it's going to open.
This summer. It's a general
But
thing.
actually, the first press preview is June 17th through the 20th. And last time they opened the Harry Potter Hogsmeade section, the grand opening was on the last day of the press preview. So if we're thinking along those lines, I'd say it opens on June 20th. So
Well, there you have it.
yeah, so I'm super, super excited. I myself am going down to a Harry Potter convention at the end of July into the beginning of August. So while I'm there, I'll probably purchase one of those day passes for $136 and just go and have at it. And I'll probably cry, too.
And she'll have adventures and such. So, next up on the Nerd Edification Hour, we'll be continuing from remember, we talked about Sony a couple weeks ago. I'm not even sure when, but we'll give you an update on that. And the next song is Words. It's called Words as Weapons by Seether. And I heard this on the radio, and I thought it was pretty cool. So, I have it. We're going to play it, and we'll be right back.
All I really want is something beautiful to say. All I really want is something beautiful to say. Keep me locked up in your broken mind. I keep searching, never been able to find a light behind your dead eyes. Not anything at all. You keep living in your own lie, ever deceitful and ever unfaithful. Keep me guessing, keep me terrified. Take everything from my world. I say, can you help me?
You're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I'm Other Caleb, and in our final segment, I have with me Caleb and Rachel.
Hello.
What's up?
So in a previous episode, they discussed about Sony selling off all of its Square Enix stock. Come to find out, it was a mutual agreement, not bad blood. Sony had bought all the stock back in 2001 to help the financially weaker company Square Enix. Now that Square's back on its legs, the two companies have had a mutual agreement, and they're going to be back out on their own.
They's best buddies.
Are they really on their legs, though?
Maybe. I don't know. It's what they said.
I mean,
I just read what they
I'd argue
tells me.
that in some sense, yes, because last year they went through that entire rehatch of all management. They fired the CEO, or the Wada, the current CEO. Then they fired the American CEO, and then they went through and replaced all the upper management. All the beta testers got laid off and all that kind of stuff, so they just replaced everybody. So now it's almost an entirely new company this year. So I guess on that end, they're on their legs. I don't know about financially, though, because the games they've released haven't sold all that great.
I was just about to ask that.
Tomb Raider, when it was released last year, and even the definitive edition, did not meet the projected sales that they wanted.
Was that Square?
Yes, Square designed it.
Ta-da.
And, I mean, with this new game, Murdered Soul Suspect, which is like L.A. Noire 2, but with ghosts. Yeah, you're a detective who's trying to solve this little girl's murder, and you end up getting murdered yourself, and then you have to solve your own murder.
That just sounds like it'll ruin your whole week.
It's a murderception, I guess.
Murderception.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of their games that they produce haven't been meeting the projected sales, so they're kind of, for lack of a better word, butthurt about it. But, I mean, with the new PS4 being out and the Xbox One, now that they're doing cross-platform releases, it's not just on PlayStation anymore. They're probably going to be making a lot more money.
Hooray.
So we'll see.
Yes.
We'll know more after E3 this year, what is coming out on what and when, and if they're going to be making money at all.
Yeah. So it's not like they were hateful towards one another. They were just like, no, hey, thank you. They had a handshake and a cup of tea, and they went their separate ways.
Yep, thanks for helping us out when we needed you.
Yep. Best buddy, pal.
But yeah,
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I think they're still friends. But yeah, that's. I think that's it for this week, guys.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Are you sure?
Did we miss anything?
You might have.
Oh, well, wait. No, it's speaking of Sony. I mean,
Yeah.
I almost forgot about this. This is kind of important. I know a lot of you have heard about PlayStation Now. It's sort of a older generation game streaming on the PS4. It's going to be opening in fall. Games to rent on it range from $4 to $5 each, and you rent it for like 5 days, and it streams right to your PS4. There's going to be like 100 games available, including Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, Last of Us, all sorts of cool things like that. So we'll know more at their press conference at E3.
Yep, we'll know more then. So that'll be it for this week's show on the Nerd Edification Hour. Thank you for listening. Don't forget about our Twitter account and our Facebook page, Nerd Edification. Just look that up. Before we go, I would like to showcase a song from a video game. This week, we again have a song that's redundant. Redundancy is redundant. This is from the Child of Light game that we talked about, and it is awesome. It is an awesome song. The song is called Metal Gleamed in Twilight. Till next week, stay fancy.
See you around.
Bye, guys.